Hello, hello. As one of my former bandmates used to say, greetings and salutations. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to today's reading. I have a little bit more time than yesterday, so we'll get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and use my Ethereal Visions deck today. So, I think how the camera is set up, it will not. You know what I mean, shake like it was the other day. So my apologies if the camera was shaking a lot yesterday. Just sometimes is what it is. Actually, just hold on one moment, please. I gotta pause this. Okay, sorry guys. I had to get the fan going. The air was gonna be stagnant in here if I didn't. Plus, I have to burn the Palo Santo. You know what I'm saying? This batch I got on one of the Indian reservations down in Arizona, down by Tucson. It's called the Tejano people, okay? And they are known for, you may have seen the iconography out there. They are known for the man in the maze, okay? Which is a metaphor for the life of a human, right? The young man at the shop where I bought the Palo Santo, I believe he was a tribe member, and he was explaining it to me. So it was kind of cool hearing it from him. I didn't buy any of the man in the maze stuff, but I did get it. So it's what I'm smelling out, and it's so nice. There's some different, like, lightly different variations. I don't know what all the variations of Palo Santo are. I'm not a whatever that it would be to study the differences. Okay, a biologist, a plant biologist, right? Let's continue mixing up these cards 2 more times, please, Spirit, and we're gonna get some good juju going for this collective, because we know there's all sorts of things happening. We've been doing our manifestations, right, everybody? So hopefully you had a very nice and powerful new moon, thinking about all the things in your life that you want to see happen, okay? Not just things appearing, but like maybe some adventures you want to go on. What are some goals that you want to accomplish? Maybe you are entering a school program and it'll take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, however long. That's a long-term goal, whereas, say, a short-term goal is something under a year that you can accomplish. Say maybe you're like, I'm going to get all my closets cleaned out in the next year, okay? That's something that you can accomplish as a short-term goal. Yeah, playing the long game, Knight of Pentacles, okay? So this is important. World card. Bada bing, bada boom, you can do whatever you want, basically, right? If you just put in the time and effort, that's all it requires. A little bit of time and a little bit of effort. Never hurt anybody. This elbow grease here, and she's putting up this garland, using her arms, using her elbows. Like, she doesn't even care that her top fell off. She's like, whatever, I'll get to it later. I have things I need to be doing. Right? Okay. 2 of Wands. Yeah. You're not rushing to make any decisions. I feel like you feel something is coming upon you. Okay? Some of that could be this abundance coming in. This, these seasons that you're going to be preparing for. Maybe you are in a gift-giving sort of mood. Okay? Like where you're going to be able to share some abundance. Okay, through your season, okay? Yeah. This 2 of Wands, I feel like this could be, for some, not all, but some maybe in the collective, truly could be a masculine energy coming in saying, I want you to decide. Okay, and like putting it on you, but at the same time you're like, where have you been helping me decorate my world? Because I'm very busy here, as you can see, literally, my top is falling off. Like, my seamstress is out to lunch. Hello? Hello? Okay? So, when you get these offers, these people kind of knocking at your door, don't think you have to necessarily act upon it, because what did they do? I feel like they were kind of stagnant in this as well. And so, you know, some of these masculines might feel a tad frustrated. All right, that's kind of some of the energy that I have been picking up lately. All right. Yeah, we're doing the Celtic Cross today. Also, I haven't done one of these in a while. A Chariot card. Cancerian. Yeah, you're looking for something physically safe. You're looking for something that is emotionally safe. Something that can not only hold on to your foundation, but get you to the next stop. All right? Like, you know what I mean? Like when you go to buy a used car, like, yeah, you could buy the cheapest one on the lot, but it might not even get you to the next town, right? So you might have to spend a little bit more money. So where's that investment lying at, right? I think what you're understanding right now is the investment that you need in order to make this journey happen. All right? It's like I said, you're very busy. You don't really have time for people that don't know what to do, don't know what they want, don't know how they can contribute, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know, I guess you could just start showing up. You know what I mean? Like, does the soup kitchen really need you to call them to say, we need help? Or do you just show up one day and you say, I would like to help. What can I do? Okay? Yeah. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this masculine could be a King of Pentacles. I mean, obviously you could be this masculine as well, but what I was reading, this kind of coincides here. So, and are there really coincidences, or is it just how it's supposed to shake out? Perhaps collective, this person could have seen you as a little naive, but what they don't realize is that you have like zero fear here. Okay, you are the way. All right, if you've ever heard of the Tao Te Ching, okay, by Lao Tzu, he's a Chinese philosopher. I mean, they made a whole movie called, like, The Tao of Steve, like, in the 90s, all right, based upon the philosophy, so you might want to check it out, okay? But, yeah, you're not living under pretense. You are going where you are willed to go, okay? And that is where some other people are like, you know what, I'm good kind of just watching from over here. I might have some input, but don't count on me for it. All right? Yeah, okay. I think we've all had relationships like that where it's like we knew we could not count on that person, like for nothing. You know what I mean? When it really came down to it, it was like, wow. Yeah, I guess I'm flying solo here. I don't even know why this other person's here. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at that, collective. I feel like you coming into this realization that you don't really need a whole, like, entourage. You know, it's just like, it's you, you know, the grace of God and your little dog, okay? Or, you know, whatever this little animal is supposed to be here. It looks like a dog to me. So you are exhibiting your loyalty, okay, to the universe, to spirit, to the guidance that you're receiving. And that's why, in turn, what's going to be happening is that the Wheel of Fortune is going to be smiling upon you, right? Instead of it turning its back on you and saying, no, you know, this is for somebody else. No, actually, it is for you. And you can see that there's a big similarity in these two cards here, the World and the Wheel of Fortune. You have the same protectors here in the Spirit, all right, coming from all directions, north, south, east, and west. So the news is in. The news is you are getting your fortune that you, yes, that you can do so much with, even as your clothes are falling off. Maybe this is you at home. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're somebody that likes to, I heard this like country-ish song the other day on the radio, and I changed the channel because I was looking for something else, but like some of the lyrics were like, she's sitting there in her comfy sweatpants and her hair in a messy bun. All right. You know, the King of Pentacles also is somebody who can be about appearances, but I feel like the austerity virtues of a King of Pentacles that's in the upright, that's the king that kind of is like, oh yeah, I know my girl can get all dolled up and stuff, but she looks pretty cute sitting there in her lounge pants and her, you know what I mean? Like in her readers and her, because anybody that's ever worked for anything knows that those fortunes can turn, and sometimes out of your favor. So when we are blessed to have the things that we do, we smile back and say thanks for that, right? We're going to have a season of thanks upon us. So, it's never too early to start preparing ahead. Okay? Yes, we all have goals that we want to achieve, but along the way, are we able to execute some things, right? That says, yes, we'll give ourselves a little pat on the back, and then we're one step closer to achieving our goal, right? Because that was one step further than we were yesterday, right? Because maybe yesterday we hadn't even taken that step yet, but now we're here. Yeah, this is very present focused, very execution focused. I feel like many of you have been in the planning stages for a very long time. Some of this you could have been getting the right funding, kind of with this King of Pentacles. Like maybe you were working on your stability. Maybe you were looking for somebody who was stable, right? Because, similar energy attracts similar energy, right? You're looking to actually find a King of Pentacles that, say without the fancy clothes, right? If the Emperor has no clothes, is it just pretense? Can they still stand on that dollar? Or is it gone at the end of the day and then they're looking at you? Well, then sir or madam, that is not a King of Pentacles. That is just, yeah. What do they say in Bohemian Rhapsody? I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Right? I will spare you the rest. But just know, I've sang that song on more than one occasion. And so have multiple members of my family. Okay? I was reading something the other day about the Hassites, I think they were called, and it said that they once defeated their enemy by singing. A group of them just singing. But could you imagine, like, maybe like you're like the army approaching, right? And you don't know what's over the hill, and all of a sudden you hear this, or this, you're like, I don't know if I'm going over that hill, right? So some of this observation, okay, think about this. They're not performing surgery, but somebody let them in there. Have you seen the Junior Mints episode? Okay. You know what I'm talking about. Like, they let you in here? And you're like, actually, that's probably a safe distance for you. Behind the glass where you can't F anything up, right? That's what you might be saying to some of these people. Like, that's right. You just stay over there. Watch and learn. Observe. Then maybe you get to say, hold my beer. All right? Unless you want to be some, 4th of July / Memorial Day / Labor Day holiday statistic, right? Famous last words. All right. How is the collective feeling about this situation? I'm feeling some lightheartedness from you guys, honestly. I feel like part of that is this Fool card, that you're not naive to the situation. You just have that kind of fresh perspective, a transformative perspective where also you can't go back, right? A lot of people want to get, lost in nostalgia. I mean, oh my God. What? Could you be meeting somebody new? Could you be feeling very hopeful about love, right? Maybe you found somebody, or if you are, perhaps this King of Pentacles, you might be like, look, what about me? I'm stable. I'm right over here, right? I pay my bills on time. I like to go out to dinner every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like, collective. The spirit of love is here. Gemini may be significant as well. We also had Cancer here and the Earth signs. So, got a little bit of everybody. What else does the collective need to know about this situation? So, what's in the environment here about this now? Okay, so. Wow. So this is Libra, astrologically speaking, the scales being balanced to your collective. I think this time there's no stopping you. There's a song where there's a line in it. It's, I'm not going to tell you the song right now, but the line in the song, he says, the character in the song, he says, I've got no chance of losing this time. The song name is Loser. Okay, so I did tell you the name of the song. But he says, I got no chance of losing this time. If you listen to the song, though, it's like, sure about that, buddy? But what this is saying here in your environment is that, you're not going to have these shisty, shady characters coming in. And, it's really, oh, my God, you guys, I was getting some kind of, like, legal thing coming through earlier when I was getting some of these downloads. So something could involve a court system. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to get subpoenaed or something, but you could, like, receive something in the mail about it. This could even be, like, one of those little things, like, when they're like, oh, this cell phone provider or so-and-so, your stuff got hacked, and now we're going to give you mail you an Amazon gift card or something, like, whatever. I don't know. Like, it could be something as simple as that. But I think for some of you, it's more significant. And I think you know this as well. Because part of what has been blocked from you in the past is this happy love. And what Spirit's saying now, it's like, let no man take asunder or whatever. Like, try me, motherfucker. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You're gonna see this sword, and you're gonna see it quick if you try anything. Yeah, the devil may try. The devil may try. They may not try. What they want you to do is live in fear so you don't go after this, okay? And we all know what we say to the devil. We go like this, okay? All right? Okay. Some of us, have maybe felt that there's been miscarriages of justice. But, honey, you got no chance of losing this time. Okay? You're going to get your justice. Ooh, wow. Okay. The number 6 may be significant. This star keeps kind of folding over in the deck every now and then. 9 of Wands. So, hopes and fears here. Yeah. If you are concerned, right? You're like, look, I don't know if I can go through another one of these trials. Like, maybe it's literally when they have to bring you, you know, not everybody wants to go into the courtroom and say, he did this and she did that and blah, blah. Not everybody wants to do that. Right? So, you may be at the point, and this could be why you have decided to go ahead, use those downloads, and heal yourself and take that leap. Alright? I think that's what I want you to understand from this more than anything. Is that you have the power to heal yourself so that you can be ready, you know? I mean, yeah, it looks like he's coming off the cliff. There's a mountain in the background. What if there's just a giant pillow down there and she's down there? You know, he's like, hey. You know what I mean? Like in the movies where they fly out the window. Well, if you ever seen a stuntman show, you see they have those giant airbags outside. Now a lot of stuff's CGI, right? But like humans, we used to throw each other out of windows, right? For fun. And not just because, you know, you might be a member of the mob or something, right? I don't know what they do down south. Maybe if they throw you in the swamp down there. Anyway, in the outcome, remember that movie, Lestat? He like sleeps with the alligators for a while, and he comes back and he's all like been sucked all dry. You know how he was like sucking from everybody else, and then he comes back seeking his revenge. But you know, what do they say? Leave a good-looking corpse. Well, you know, I guess it was good-looking at one time, right? Forever young. Be careful what you wish for, y'all. Be careful what you wish for. And collective, you've been wishing on a star. Look at that. Oh my God. Hello. Ace of Cups. So, Cancerians, Scorpions, and the Pisces. I think there's going to be, this full moon is going to be around Pisces. Yeah, I see that you're ready for this love. You're like cool with the opportunities. And it's like it's branching out now. So it's like, here's your hand, and it's like you're waiting for the other hand to join you. Okay? And also with the lovers here, Gemini, air signs. Air signs offer space, right? Whereas, like, cups can, you know, the Ace of Cups is very special and significant, right? But, like, if you are giving your love to the wrong person, then your cup's never going to be full, and you're never actually going to be, like, in this happy love situation, right? So, you know, romance, as they say, is not everything, okay? I mean, I've been in relationships with people where we had sex, I want to say 3 to 5 times a week, sometimes multiple times during the occasion. You know what I mean? Like you have a little half hour to carve out, whatever. Anyway, just saying. That does not mean that they love you. That means they love the physical activity with you. And some of them could be loving that physical activity because they're hobosexuals. All right? I'm just going to say it here. Please, 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 as we get into the cooling months, do not let anybody move into your home because, right? Because trust me, you can find somebody else to make that happen. Ain't nobody called Happy the Wonderschlong out there, all right, that's going to make you that happy. All right, so yeah, you could possibly have a decision when it comes to that if you're still dealing with that. But what I see here is that you are fostering it for the right one, okay? Again, you don't have to rush to make any decisions. And as you're sweeping through the rest of your goals for this year, you know, did those goals involve a relationship? Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Maybe the relationship was with you. So now you know that you're prepared, and you know that you will be justified in the relationships that you do choose to take part in the future, right? Ones that are reciprocal, ones that are loving, ones that are just. Okay? Hands are for loving, not for fighting. If you're having a feeling and you can't talk about it, use your hands to write it out. I got some Animal Oracle messages. I have a few minutes left here on the recording. And then it is lunchtime for me. I got some paperwork I gotta go through, you know. Still Virgo season, crossing those I's and dotting those T's, y'all. Especially if you had to do an extension on your taxes like I did this year, because mine were such a mess because of, you know, like when you run a business and stuff, you have to like have all sorts of different paperwork, right? So anyway, you know, you don't want to be out there getting audited. Make sure you actually file those taxes as well, right? Shoot, I had to do one of my, anyway, I won't talk about that now. Fox, clever, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. How about that? It's like they're like canoodling here. Yeah, they're like, maybe we'll snuggle. Yeah, I'm not saying don't snuggle up with the right one. I'm saying don't let the wrong one in your house just because they said they're Happy the Wonderschlong. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Because Mr. Happy might be getting happified all over town and by all sorts of people, okay? So I'm just saying. You know, Craigslist ain't quite the hot spot that it used to be, but let me tell you what, yeah, okay, I think y'all know what I'm starting to get at now. Moose, wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars. Yeah. Like all that low vibrational stuff, you're like so over it. You're like, yeah, bring me the higher love. Bring me the love. Finally found the love of a lifetime. Okay. There's a reason that was on the Monster Ballads compilation CD. Because a bunch of people like that song. Right? Finally found the love of a lifetime. Right? Okay? I gotta get y'all in the mood somehow. I don't know how else to do it to get those screws loose. Okay? I'm trying my hardest. So I would appreciate a like or a subscription to the channel. So, As your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Earth signs, right? Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much, right? You don't have to tell everybody everything you know, right? You can like give them this little point here and then this little point here. Maybe somebody over here, you give them this little point, and then, you know what I mean? But it's not, yeah. You're not like, hey, just use me as a coat rack and then you're blind. No. No. Okay. So that's not what, humility is about, right? Humility is not about letting other people walk over you. Okay. I think some people get that a little confused, especially if they are somebody who has not really gone through any awakening. They say, oh, in order to humble you, I must humiliate you. I must put you down. That's not really... Do you understand? There's a difference there, okay? Okay. And, the person that loves you is going to be the person that lifts you up. Isn't that what all them Christians are always there hobnobbing about? Let Christ lift you up. Let Christ. Okay, then lift up the people that you're supposed to love and be kind to in your community and to your partners, right? There's all sorts of videos out on YouTube how men hate women and women hate men and everything else. And yeah, these people will sleep with you. They'll take your money. They'll say they'll put their picture on the internet with you and say everything's hunky dory. But guess what? They probably hardly got any pictures of you on their phone. You should go look at their search history, see what they've been looking at. Because it ain't shit that has to do with you. I can tell you that right now. This is what I'm talking about, collective. The okie doke, no. See this? See this? That owl? See this moose? What it says next to it? Wisdom. Wisdom. Hello. Hello. If they thought you were dumb, they were sorely mistaken. They're finding out now, aren't they? They are really finding out. Some of them, well, let me just say this. They may be fearful, but you've already been through this. So don't you worry your head about what they have to go through yet, all right? Some of it may actually be entertaining. I will say this, okay, as difficult as sometimes these things can be, sometimes when you see these things, you just have to kind of like chuckle to yourself and be like, all right. And because the thing is these messages are going to be delivered to you in a way that you understand them. All right. Like I literally saw somebody take a fall before, like right in front of my eyes. I don't know if it was necessarily an instant karma thing, but it was definitely